Welcome everyone. This will be a quicker-ish video based on the fact that these guys on paper don't have many changes, but obviously given all of the move changes and move buffs and stat buffs, they still function very differently and there's still a lot to cover, but not nearly as much as other Pokemon. Because yeah. So Clefable. Also, if you're new here, hello. And if you're returning, also hello. If you are new and you are watching this out of curiosity, this is a ROM hack for Pokemon Ultra Sun. I don't know why I'm covering this. I'm sure most of you hopefully know this by now, but if you are new, honestly, just sit back and enjoy, and you'll get the feel of things as I talk. I'm sure. Just know that this treatment that I'm giving to this mon is the same treatment, if not less. Not less, but if you can see, I have all of Kanto, and then I'm currently working on Johto. Um, so yeah, sorry for rambling. For those of you who know this already, I will get on topic. So Clefable, Clefable was pretty solid. In competitive, it's godly, but this is not competitive. There are no entry hazards to. I mean, there's no common enough entry. Like obviously, yeah, they exist, especially toxic plagues and SB too. Those are actually pretty common-ish for the opponent to use on you for like merciless and stuff. But otherwise, I mean, it's just eh. Our magic card is mostly just for life orb and like other forms of passive damage, but it's not as like insanely prevalent as it is in like 6v6 competitive where you're constantly cycling, switching on both sides. Meanwhile, in this ROM hack, obviously it's difficult enough to the point where you will be needing to switch around quite often, but the opponent won't be doing that, so it's not as amazing of a ability, and therefore Clefable is just not as amazing as it is in competitive in game. It's kind of eh. Especially if I kept it unchanged with the power levels of this hack, it would be bad. It just wouldn't be good because it's just not strong enough or bulky enough to really do anything. Even on paper, his stats aren't even that great, honestly. But obviously, given the typing and the move pool and everything that it had in real games, it was great. But this is a ROM hack, and the power levels are much higher, and everything is much stronger. So Clefable therefore needs to be as well. That being said, I can now get into it. So they retain their two. These are actually one of the few Pokemon that keep both of their abilities unchanged completely, because they're both just not only are they very good abilities, but they're very fitting. So there are a handful of other pure Fury types. I will actually open that list up right now in my notes. In this hack, there are. If I can find the pure Fury, come on, there we go. So there are 5. Clefable, Aromatisse, Lurpuff, Sylveon, and Comfey. And I had to make it so those guys don't outclass one another and they aren't too similar to one another. So Clefable can keep its abilities. The other ones obviously cannot have Unaware Magic Card now, and they also can't have like two similar tool sets or stats or anything. Stats will maybe be vaguely similar on some of them, but yeah. That being said, we have Clefable, Unaware Magic Card. Unaware is amazing. It ignores stat boosts of any kind. There are tons of Pokemon that boost their stats now, whether it be from an ability or from a move. And so being completely immune to that is great. Being immune to boosts for totems is great as well. You ignore the totem boost and you can actually do something really funny. So first and foremost, the really cool thing you could do with Unaware is you have Heart Swap, which is buffed to be priority. And what Heart Swap does is it swaps your stat changes with the opponent. So Unaware plus Heart Swap means reverse sweep. Plus 4 priority. So say, for example, there's an opponent in front of you and they are snowballing out of control. They got to set up move off and now they're like snowballing your team and there are like 4 stat boosts. If you click Heart Swap, you can swap your Clefable in and completely ignore those stat boosts, and you're bulky, so you'll be taking that hit pretty well. And then you can Heart Swap and steal their boosts. So that is a very cool thing that Clefable has access to for Unaware sets and also for Magic Guard, but it's better on Unaware because you are ignoring the stat boost that they have. So unless you're immediately leading off like the rest of the totem or something, you know, you're going to have to switch into that or sacrifice a Pokemon. And if it does, I'm talking too fast. If you're in a Nuzlocke, that could mean death. So obviously you don't want to do that. Let me take some of that water real quick. So Clefable is really solid with Unaware for all of those reasons. I don't think I need to cover it too much else. It's just a very solid ability and it's very self-explanatory. As for Magic Guard, it's also just a very solid ability and it's very self-explanatory. Unaware arguably has more applications, but oh god, Clefable with Magic Guard Life Orb is very strong with 115 base special attack and all of its coverage options, and 75 base attack can also really take advantage of Magic Guard. Another really awesome thing that it can do is play rough, and I didn't get them takedown. Why not? That's an oversight. I should definitely have takedown. Well, let me just get rid of last resort. Nobody's gonna use that on non-stab, non-hustle Pokemon, really ever. Let me give them takedown after play rough right there. It's an oversight. It probably has it in vials. If I had to guess, let me check that though. Also, no wild charge, really? I didn't give them any of those moves. I guess that was. I mean, I like it because basically with Magic Guard, you are immune to the recoil from these moves, so it makes physical Clefable even more viable. But I'll get into why physical Clefable is actually good in a second. Does it not get wild charge normally? I feel like it gets all these moves. I feel like I mean, I know like fucking Wigglytuff got it, so I'll give it wild charge as well. Why not? Just delete something else, Helping Hand, or actually that one makes sense. So I'll just get rid of a Magic Room, sure. Excuse me. All right. Excuse me for everybody taking so long. I just wanted to give it these recoil moves. So yeah, now you have, and I will do those in files. Hopefully, I don't. Actually, I'll just do it right now. It will not be long. I only have to do it on Clefable technically, although I will quickly do it the other two as well. Player 62. Hold on. Where is these moves at? 81 while charge, and takedown is like all 4, right? Or 3, yeah. Same goes for Clefable. All right, there we go. Done. That's all I have to do. Yeah, sorry. So with Magic Guard, you are getting that free Life Orb boost, so 30% on top of 115 base special attack is very powerful. But physical sets can take advantage of Stab, Play Rough, and then Wild Charge and Takedown for coverage, all of which have no recoil with Magic Guard. So that is also great with Magic Guard offensively. If I type in Clefable, what am I doing? Typing in Jesus, Play Rough. So as you can see here are all of the recoil moves in the hack, and here as well. And with that, you have via TM, Play Rough, Takedown, and Wild Charge, which are 110 base power, and they deal 0 recoil. So despite only having 75 base attack, you have amazing physical moves, and you have amazing Magic Guard physical options, and you have very cool setup moves. So you have Hop at 38. Z Hop will give you, it's Splash, so it will give you +3 attack. You have Swords Dance via TM. You have no Bulk Up. Okay. I'll keep that one off, even though it honestly fits fine. I totally could give it to him. I'll just keep it off. Why not? But Swords Dance is great. And then you also have Belly Drum at 44, which is a pretty early Belly Drum. And you have Priority Fairy Blow, which is physical fairy type. Fairy type. Well, fairy type doesn't sound wrong. Actually, never mind. Yeah, physical fairy priority, 50 base power. Very nice to have. You also have a special fairy priority, 45 base power pixie dust right there. Take a sip of my water. Hold on. Okay. So, that's really nice to have. You have fighting and electric coverage, and then Stab Fairy right there for Magic Guard recoil moves, and of course you have tons of other great coverage, like really good coverage, honestly. Just all fronts, although physically your coverage is better. You have elemental coverage on physical and special sides, but then physically you have Aqua Tail and Seismic Fist and a couple other moves like Rock Slide that you don't have equivalents for, especially like you don't have a special ground or rock move or water move that is stronger than 60 base power, because Water Pulse is only 60 base power. So yeah, physical sets are very useful given all of these moves: Belly Drum, Hop, Swords Dance, Magic Guard, Play Rough, Magic Guard, Wild Charge, all that stuff makes physical sets genuinely viable. Despite and Hold Back is awesome. Hold Back gives you +1 attack and accuracy, so it's 45 base power, and you can actually, the benefit of that is that you can actually get to +6, or technically I believe +5 attack with Hold Back if you are bulky enough to do it, because the other setup moves have PP restrictions, and if you're using Power Up Punch, which also has 5 PP, you might be knocking out the opponent eventually, but with Hold Back, no matter how strong you're getting, you will never kill the opponent, which might sound bad, but it's actually, if you're being strategic with it, you can actually rack up a lot of boosts that way. And you can also use the accuracy boost just to make some of your coverage moves hit more accurate, although your most inaccurate physical move is 95% accuracy. Sorry, actually Iron Tail is 90% accurate, 110 base power, and then Aqua Tail is 95% accurate, 100 base power. And same goes for Zen Headbutt. So those are the inaccurate physical moves, which aren't really that important with accuracy boost, but it is nice to have with Hold Back. So that's physical. And also you have Meteor Mash and That's really powerful. That's 95 base power, 95% accuracy, and it has a 25% chance to boost your attack. So that's all the really cool stuff that physical Clefable can do. You can also baton pass, and baton pass is now negative priority. So you can actually wish and then baton pass and wish pass that wish away. So essentially, this is teleport. The negative priority baton pass is the equivalent to teleport now. So Clefable still has this cool teleport type option. I did not give them parting shot, but they do have baton pass for pivoting out, and they can take advantage of that with wish and pass a wish over if they want, or just use it to pivot out in general. They also have volt switch for slower, for offensive pivoting as well. On like assault vest sets might be good as well. And then physically, especially, you of course have all of the great coverage you had before. You have Nasty Plot, which is amazing with Pixie Dust and other stuff. You have stored power at level 55, which gives you +1 special attack now, which is really, really powerful. And you have Z Spotlight, which gives you +1 to all your stats now, which is exclusive to Clefable, Spinda, and maybe like a couple others, but most likely just those two because it shows a little finger wagging and then it points at the opponent and then it goes like a little spotlight goes on them. So it's useless in singles, but it does give you an Omni boost, which is great. 60 base speed is not amazing on paper, but with the Choice Scarf or a +1 speed boost or +2 from Agility, which I did not give them. What are these like? What is all the weird? No, really? Okay, I guess I don't have a. Yeah, I guess it doesn't make sense on a Agility to be honest, so I'll just keep it off. So yeah, hold on, let me make sure I'm recording. I am okay. I did it literally every single video. I will always do that just to check. So excuse me. You have Dreamy Kiss, which is a 85% accurate sleep move, and if you move second, that is guaranteed for 2 turns. If you move first, that is guaranteed for 1 turn. So you can either get 2 Calm Minds if you took a hit first, or you can get 1 Nasty Pot or 1 Swords Dance or whatever it is. You can do whatever you need to do on those sleep turns, and it's guaranteed as long as you landed. It is 85% accurate, so it's not that inaccurate. Again, Radiant Edge. Sorry, again, Hearts Off is great. You have Radiant Edge, which is a Fairy type Psyshock. That's what it is. It's 95 base power, hits on the physical side, but it's special attack. You have tons of other really like minor stuff early game, like really good utility with like Tickle, Magical Leaf gives you +1 defense, 60 base power. That's really nice. A Violate Clefairy, I could have kept it in a Violate viable Pokemon. I guess I can technically, but there's no reason. I mean, yeah, it's bulkier, but yeah, I'm not gonna waste. Then I have to do the same for like Jigglypuff, and it's just the whole can of worms I don't want to open. So the only reason you would use Violet Clefairy in normal games is for Ferngard in doubles, and that's obviously not relevant anymore because double battles are not relevant enough to have Ferngard as a good ability. It's just not useful really because double battles are not common. That's why it's trainers only, so trainers can take advantage of that though. Interstellar is only relevant for 1 boss fight. I'm not sure exactly which boss fight. Maybe one of the Ultra Recon Squad fights will have a double battle with Interstellar, and they will have like Soul Rock, Winotone, Minio, Starmie, Clefable, BM, or Deoxys, like one of one combination of those 6 Pokemon. What 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then technically if you count all the Minior forms, which will be different types each, that's like fucking a billion Pokemon. So they can just have a bunch of different mons. I could even have 2 Interstellar mons. I could have like Soul Rock, Winotone, Starmie, Clefable, Deoxys, BM. That's just 6 mons, and then I could have one guy who just uses 6 Minior with Interstellar. That's fucking sick, actually. That's sick. I'm doing that. I'm having a trainer with 6 different type Minior, assuming there's 6 forms, which I'm pretty sure there is. I already know the types. What am I looking up? Fucking Minior colors. I just forget exactly how many colors there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, sweet. So one of them will actually get left out, which is sad, but it's okay. Yeah, that's gonna be really fun. So there you go, 2 boss battles with Interstellar. But point is, it's just reskinned versions of plus and minus, and I thought it was really cool to have these like little Easter eggs for like really cool boss fights. For like, yeah, that's just kind of cool. So like they're all from space, so they all boost their own stats and stuff. I think it's cool, but this is not very important for the change video. So change wise, I mean, not too much else to cover really. Like the stats, HP is much more based on size now. If you are new to my videos and this is the first one, if you are not new, then you already know this, and hopefully you have like already adjusted to that. But yeah, HP is much more based on size, so they have less HP just based on their size, but they have much better special defense and slightly better physical defense. So physically, they are not as bulky as they used to be, which is why I'm actually debating giving them 70 attack and 85 defense. But they are just like a fucking blob of a Pokemon, so I'll probably just keep it. I think I will keep it. I'm not sure, honestly. Yeah, I think they're no. I like physical sets being slightly better with 75 attack. I'll keep it this way. So physically, it is less bulky, but especially it's significantly bulkier. And of course, the main important thing is that it's much stronger and it has great abilities and moves and stuff. So yeah, there's really not too much else to cover with them. I mean, there's tons of like little moves here, but they all make sense. I mean, Clefable already got a billion fucking moves, so it's not like anything is crazy here. Um, I could cover the little nitty-gritty of every little option, but it's going to take forever. You have other good utility like Charm and Befriend is great. You have reliable recovery with Moonlight and Wish. Charm and Befriend is -2 attack and special attack respectively. Cosmic Chaos is a move that I kind of don't like, and I kind of want to change it to something else, but I don't know what else to do with it. It's Nature's Madness, so it's hard coded to always do half your HP. So what I did is I made it one of these like fake out type moves. So I have like these 4 moves, which are all like very unique in their effects. So these 2 are very strong. Stone Shot is slightly weaker, but it always poisons, and these are always flinching, and you can use them at any turn in the battle. And then Cosmic Chaos deals half the HP. So if, say, for example, you're full HP and they click Cosmic Chaos, at any point in the battle, they can click it, flinch you, and take half your HP away. So it's kind of like a fake out that you can use it on any turn, but it's only 1 PP, so you can't switch it and out and keep using it over and over again. And this could also do very little damage depending on how much HP they have left. So I don't think it's that overpowered. I don't think it's overpowered at all. I low-key just don't. I wouldn't run it personally unless like the boss fight coming up was like super, like for some reason like they just had a super disruptive set that like I could fuck up with Cosmic Chaos, like let's say they had a sash or something and I want to run that. That's a pretty viable option, to break the sash for free or something. Overall though, it's kind of niche, but it's there, it's strong, it's especially for trainers to have, but I'm not going to give it to too many trainers because that's really fucking obnoxious, that they can click it whenever the fuck, like they're not always going to click that on the first turn. So it's just kind of unpredictable. Like, oh shit, they just clicked it, and now I'm flinched and I'm like half HP. The good thing is that it won't ever kill you. So that is nice. Well, no, it can't kill you. It's impossible unless you're on 1 HP, and then I think it will kill you. But otherwise, it won't matter. But yeah, it's nice as like a sash breaker tool or something like that. It's just nice to have. And of course, half HP is good for free. Half HP for free. I mean, that's definitely worth a move slide. It's just not my playstyle, but it's for totems, especially. Like, dude, half HP is gone and they flinched. Like, it's just boom. So it is best to use it on the first turn or before you do damage. It's nice. But yeah, you have Cosmic Power and that's it. And Calm Mind for boosting your special defense. That's nice to have. Stored Power, again, I talked about it. It gives you +1 special attack as well, but it's 3 PP only. So it's extremely overpowered. Otherwise, it's already really, really fucking good. It's much better than it used to be, despite the decreased PP because of the +1 special attack effect. So you get much stronger each time you click it. Stored power will increase in power, and your special attack will get stronger. Most important things. So I already talked about Z Spotlight. With 60 base speed at +1, you're pretty quick-ish if you invest into speed, and then you are very bulky at +1 defenses, and you're very strong at +1 special attack. Enchantment is awesome. So what enchantment does is it gives you it's Geomancy but without the OP +2 speed. So it's Geomancy, but it only gives you +1 speed. So +2 special attack, +2 special defense, and +1 speed. With a power herb, you will get +1 speed, +1. It's good. You'll be kind of quick, and you'll be very strong and bulky. So that's really nice at level 62 with power herb, and then at level 68. You get what is essentially Quiver Dance, because actual Quiver Dance is Special Dragon Dance now. Meanwhile, Lunar Dance now has Quiver Dance's old effect. So Lunar Dance gets you +1 speed, +1 special defense, and +1 special attack. And so that's 5 levels later, but that works great. That also works great with Stored Power. Lunar Dance plus Stored Power is very powerful. So that's really awesome to have. You also have like Draining Kiss for healing HP if you want to do that. And then at level 70, you get the really powerful Radiant Outburst, which is only given to, maybe a small handful of Pokemon, maybe like less than 10 probably in the whole hack, will get these moves each, just based on how powerful they are, and like the animations for Oblivion Beam is they have to fly up in the air. So yeah, but these are like sort of the penultimate moves, so that's really awesome. And yeah, that's just really strong with like Magic Guard, Life Orb, Radiant Outburst, very powerful stuff right there. Floor Cannon is already very strong, so Radiant Outburst is nice at level 70. Obviously, by level 70, you'll only have like 2 boss fights and then the league, and then all the post game, obviously, at level 100. But it's nice to have it still for the late game. Lunar Dance is very powerful, like I said. Stored Power is very powerful. This 2 Radiant Outbursts in a row is not weak at all, because the first Radiant Outburst is 180 base power. Also, another advantage of Floor Cannon is that Floor Cannon has 5 to 8 PP, while Radiant Outburst is locked to 3. And of course, Floor Cannon only drops your special attack by 2. However, 2 Floor Cannons in a row is 150 plus 75. Meanwhile, two Radiant Outbursts in a row is 160 plus 180 plus 60, because 1/3 of 60 is 130 to 180 is 60, so that's 240 versus 225. So 2 radiant outbursts in a row is stronger. However, you can use floor cannon over and over again more than you can use radiant outbursts. So it's not objectively better, but it is overall better. So like in most situations it'll be better, especially because it's mostly a one and done, maybe 2 in a row. But after that, you're probably gonna want to switch out for both moves. So like, yeah, or just not attack anymore or whatever it is. But or if you're already boosted, then it won't matter anymore. If you're already at +1 special attack, +1 special attack, then you're just gonna do. You could just click floor cannon twice and you're chilling. Let me go back to Clefable. Sorry. Really not too much else to cover, honestly. I think this will be a shorter one, like I said. The pre-evolutions have just better stats. They have all that very good level 35. Friend Guard is nice, fitting for totems and like other double battles, just for trainers to have it. Just good. Clefairy is very solid, very bulky and strong. Yeah, I think that's about it. Covered about every little thing. Wake Up Slap Halcyon is very cool. You already saw the Wake Up Slap buffs if you're looking at the video. You saw that it works the same way as Cosmic Chaos does, but it's 75 base power, and that's really, or 70 actually. Link Salt to 75. So those are awesome. It's a niche, but it's nice to have. So yeah, I think I covered about everything. Thanks for listening, everybody. Stay tuned for more.